Are you stupid? Do you not know how to work on a bicycle? Well, that's kind of a problem, don't you think? Well, guess what? We're gonna try and fix that. Today, we got ourselves a pretty neat one. This is a 1970s flasher bike made by National. No idea what the true model is. I guess it's an Electro Boy. I have no idea. Anyways, this is our next restoration project. It's not mine, unfortunately, but I'm restoring it in return for like a cool 60s jacket, some other cool stuff. So, yippee! Anyways, that's kind of the goal today. We're gonna restore this thing. So the electronics work in part. I think the only thing that's like not working is one of the brake lights. Otherwise, it has a horn. Oh, and this speedometer doesn't work, so we have to fix that. The other thing is, it has turn signals. Check that out. Why do you see that? These lights work too. The only thing is that it's generator stuff. And then check out the back too. Look at that rocket ship back. This thing's crazy. So, anyways, we have some really wacky stuff going on with this thing. But I gotta rebuild this thing today. So that'll be a blast. And my stand's broken, which is even worse. So, yippee-ki-yay. But at least we have a really cool shop now. I've done a lot of mods to the shop, so like, just ignore all that crap. That's all music stuff, but mountain bikes there, road bikes over there, hanging, and I have just the toolbox to roll around, and woo! So I'm gonna have to hang this thing from the ladder, which is gonna suck. But it's fine, so yeah. It's gonna take a little bit of work to bring this thing back, but it's not bad. I think it was a barn find, as far as I remember. So, anyways, I do have to pull the back wheel off now because I'm gonna be leaving. I'm gonna take it to a bike shop to take off the freewheel, so, yeah. Holy cannoli, this thing's so greasy. So I pulled off the chain here, and it's just grease. My hands and my jeans are already black. Freewheel, here it is. It's that kind, those two notches that I have to get off, and those are always a pain, so I'm gonna have to do that. This thing's really funky. Look at the shifter. I don't see that often. What a cool thing. Wonder if that's accurate too. This thing's really funky. This cover is pretty funny too. This is off of a pick guard, guitar pick guard. The guy who owns this bike owns a guitar shop, and so he cut a pick guard out for it, which is pretty funny. I just think that's really funny. I think what we are gonna do, I think, for this thing is, I think I wanna swap, I'm gonna swap the, no, I won't do that, never mind, forget it. Anyways, what are you? Random tape? Oh, this is bar tape. This is from when we were screwing around the other day with bar tape, cat's eye bar tape. So anyways, I'll be back. This thing's really funky, the electro flasher. I've never seen anything like it. It's just a really wacky bike. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an afternoon. So I pulled the freewheel off without a problem. I'm wondering, so the guy who originally owned this bike, Sergeant Major Rugus. Sergeant Major, I guess, is a very high rank. And I didn't realize there's a very limited amount of Sergeant Majors in the world. And I looked this guy up online, and he was a very highly decorated veteran. So it's really strange. I just wasn't expecting that such a guy would have owned a bike like this. Although, I guess it makes sense considering he was over in Asia, and he fought in Vietnam and the Korean War, so I guess it makes sense. But I'm thinking to myself, huh, weird, okay. So anyways, that just makes this bike, I guess, a little more special. Just knowing that somebody of that kind of level of honor owned this bike. It's an amazing thing. So anyways, taking a look here. What was I gonna say? I can't remember anymore. Anyways, we're gonna probably rebuild the hubs of the wheels and stuff. I have tires. We're gonna rebuild the hubs of the wheels, take off all the old stuff, swap it out with like new tubes, and these tires the owner got, they're not cool really. They wouldn't work with this bike. They don't look good on this bike at all, but it'll have to do. We're gonna rock with that, and then I'm gonna get this bike off the stand, get my road bike up and running. I'll probably do like a 30-40 mile ride tomorrow on my road bike. I need to get back on the road so I can go to Tour de France. Tour de France, because that's what I do. Okay, oh, also I went up in my attic. Look what I found in my attic. I don't know whose this was. It's made in China, so it's a pretty recent hammer, but I found a pretty big hammer in my attic. It's very big. It's very big. It's got to be like a foot long or longer. Okay, whatever. Anyways. Cool hammer. Woo! It's time for this thing. Oh, matter of fact, I lied. I'm actually going to disassemble the whole bike, and I'm going to put it into a bin. And then we're going to rebuild the hubs. Cool. I've hijacked my mom's photography table. I'm going to throw all the parts on this, and we're going to get to go on the rest of it. Now, I'm sure some people are probably wondering with the wiring what the deal is. It's a pretty simple thing. It's like one little wiring harness thing, another little wiring harness thing. I've taken photos of this all. We have a ground here, and that's about it with the wires. The rest of it's honestly pretty straightforward. This whole thing should come off as a whole without a problem. Like this cable here, this speedometer, pop that off. Yeah. So that's kind of the shindig. It just comes off as a whole.
One Night Stand presents Benny Goodman and his orchestra. From the Palladium Ballroom in Hollywood, California, One Night Stand brings you the music of the King of Swing, Benny Goodman and his orchestra.
I'm just taking note for myself. I have to get some shrink tube and put it over that little tear right there, or else that's gonna get worse and short out. This is looking pretty good so far. One of the cotter pins are busted. The other is a different size. It's really weird. These are cotter pins. It's really dirty with some green oxidization, but I think that should all clean up really well. Take a look at our bottom bracket here. Dry as a desert. Ooh. Very dry. That's my favorite. It's my favorite texture and flavor. That's how I like my steaks. So, anyways, I'm gonna pull off the rest of this here. Okay, so at this point, I've gotten through the whole bike. I've taken everything I can off as of now. The rest, not so easy to take off, so we're not gonna take it off. At this point now, I'm gonna get to cleaning this thing. I'm not gonna take off the bars quite yet. That's gonna be like a later thing. This mirror is funny. It's on the left side because... Wait, that wouldn't make sense if it was on the left side. Anyways, I'll keep it on the left side. I don't even know why it's like this. I think it's just because of storage. Anyways, we're gonna take turtle wax and we're gonna go through this whole thing. We're gonna clean the whole bike out just with turtle wax. So, woohoo! Oh, and the chrome too. It's gonna get a little bit of a special treatment. Just a little bit of polishing.
The opening hymn tonight at the Palladium is instrumental side with the King of Swing called I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm.
All right, so, I mean, we've just done like this side of the bike, but I want to get that down, that lower area, and what I have to do with all that is I have to pull everything out from the bottom. So, wait, shoot, I don't have an area to, I don't have a little, a dish or a pan to put my bearings in. Wait, what? Hang on, this is unusual. This is really unusual. Here we go. All right. So we're gonna see, I've got this side off. Oh, wow, that's on there. Ooh, that's not going anywhere. Let me get the wrench back out. I want you guys to be a part of this process. And we'll get the other side afterwards. Ooh, it's tight. All right, we'll see what kind of bearing situation we got under the hood. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, loose bearings. Okay. So that's one side. Okay, so they're defying all odds. Ended up being grease under there, which is really great. Let's check out the other side here. I don't know what to expect on this side. Okay. Oh. I guess I have to use this tool. Ah, there. Oh, there's a little washer thing. Convenient. Okay. Here we go. And our second cup. What's it gonna be? Ooh, lots of bearings. Okay. Cool, we have this little thing. These are our bearings and grease. That's lasted almost 50 plus years, 60 years. That's pretty good. But I don't say so myself. Cool, so I'll leave that all there up on my workbench. We're taking a look in here. It's perfectly clean. So now I can actually polish down here. Okay, so all is clean and polished, and there's all sorts of fun stuff. I need to figure out how to get the fork off because it doesn't want to come off at all. So I cleaned it as is. It's pretty happy. The whole bike's pretty shiny, actually. It's looking really great. Way cleaner than before. You can see how the age has affected the yellow, the white paint. What a crazy bike. So anyways, we're gonna rebuild the bottom bracket now. And that'll be fun. So let's get into that. I'm gonna first clean up everything. Oh, that's a bummer. I just filmed it in slow-mo. Anyways, I just polished the fender. Turned out really nice. Looks brand new. Anyways, bottom bracket's alright. It's not amazing, but it's in there. So, anyways, we got that going on. I'm not going to restore the cranks. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Do I really care to do this right now? Not really. Maybe I'll just fire up my road bike tonight. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, is it roll? Yeah, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday. So, I haven't done a whole lot since yesterday. I honestly just decided to take a break after polishing. But today, here's the goal. We're going to polish, we're going to throw the crank back on, and that thing, maybe. No, take that back, we won't. What we are going to do is maybe the crank, because I realize I have a cotter pin laying around, but I want to rebuild these rims, and then put new tires and stuff on them. So, let's do that. Oh, and I want to polish them too.
Well, turning to the romance department and things pertaining to romance, seems like the clarineters have a little advice on the love situation, a bit of "It Isn't Fair."
It isn't fair for you to taunt me. How can you make me me care this way. It isn't fair for you to want me. If it's just for today. It isn't fair for you to thrill me. Why do you do the things you do? It isn't fair for you to fill me with those dreams that can come true, dear. Why is it you came into my life and made it complete? You gave me just a taste of high life. If this is love, then I repeat. It isn't fair for you to taunt me. How can you make me care this way? It isn't fair for you to want me. If it's just for today.
Okay, so I'm slowly throwing things back on. I think this is fine. The only thing that I do need to figure out here is this headlight needs a little, little polishing here. Yeah, it's cracked all over, which is really not good at all. I hope it doesn't break on me right now. I'm gonna polish it just real quick though. What if that's glue? No, that might be glue. I don't think I can do anything about the headlights.
Why is it you came into my life and made it complete? You gave me just a taste of high life. If this is love, then I repeat. It isn't fair for you to taunt me. How can you make me care this way? It isn't fair for...
Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Got a new cotter pin, so we're good. Woo! So happy. Anyways, I think the goal for today is to clean up the brakes. So we'll clean those up, throw that fender back on, and then we'll see where that goes from there. So let's get going. We're gonna do the, shoot, I can't remember which is which. I think that's the front. Let's get the front done first.
For you to want me, if it's just for today. No, it isn't fair.
There's really no need to waste words on this next one except to say that it's one of the King of Swing's latest Capitol record releases, and it's called Undercurrent Blues.
Oh man, I'll tell you my genius. So we're having a problem here with the wires, right? They were not being cooperative and they were hitting the tire, so I decided to improvise. I took a bit from a hose clamp here and secured it, and it worked. So we now have that secure, and this is not going anywhere at all. Woo! Who would have known that would have worked? Anyways, if you ever get screwed over by broken old plastic, that's how you do it. Use a hose clamp. Here we go. So we got everything situated. The wires are nice and happy above the tire, so we're good there. Everything spins as it should. And I keep hitting my head on the bike. Don't want to do that. Anyways, now that that's all handled, I think I'm gonna move on to the bars. I don't know why I moved that there. There's not really much I need to do. The only thing really I have to do is figure out what's wrong with the speedometer. So that's about it, really. So I might just throw the bars back on with some fresh grease real quick. Okay, so the owner told me when we got this bike, we found out that the speedometer didn't work. We're gonna figure out what's wrong with it. I'm not sure what would be wrong with it anyways. So we're gonna figure that one out. I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm gonna take it apart. We're gonna see what's going on under the hood. We're gonna go from there. Bars are back on. I also pulled off the mirror. I'm gonna see if I can clean that up too. Make that nice and happy. So the speedometer is completely seized, so it's not even worth working on right now. And the cable just busted, which sucks even further. So we need a new cable and speedometer. But that's not gonna be my business, and it's not gonna be what I do today. Anyways, so I'm gonna clean up the mirror with some stuff. I'll see you in a sec. Breakfast of the Beatles is wrapping up. It's nice and rainy outside. Fun stuff. So the mirror is where it should be, kind of. We'll feel it out later. I think I'm gonna start working on the pedals now. And I'm curious because there are two... Oh, here we go.
And this concludes another edition of America's longest-running Beatles show, Breakfast with the Beatles. Chris will be back next Sunday, same fab time, same fab station. Thanks for listening.
And remember, and in the end, I'm trying not to get copyrighted. The love you take is equal to the love you make.
Voice of Southern California.
Okay, let's see if this comes apart. So they have these screws on the side of the pedals, and if those will allow me to rebuild the pedals, we're gonna rebuild the pedals. Hoping for the best. Let's see here. So it appears one pedal wants to come off. We're gonna see what the deal is on these screws here. Looks like this is the cap for the bearings, so it looks like we can rebuild this pedal. Maybe the other pedal will come off with some effort. Okay. Woo! Oh, it's got some grease still in there. Ooh. Axle's completely bent in this. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure something out with that axle. That's not good. I wonder if the other one's bent too. Take a look at this. Watch as I spin this. Maybe I'll have to hold it a different way. Hang on. That's not supposed to do that. We could probably replace the axle in this one. I don't know so much about the other one because I'm trying to get the screws off of it, off this cap here, but we might have to get new pedals. Okay, so we have the pedals and everything. Basically what the idea is, I think I'm gonna have to either straighten out this axle or find another axle. So we have, what's in here? Okay. I'm gonna put, so it looks like we're down a screw already. We need 3 screws and there's only 2. Where did the other screw go? Oh, it's right here. So anyways, we have the caps. I drilled out this screw here. I can't get the rest out, so we're kind of cooked there. But at least I can rebuild these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out all the bearings and go from there. Okay, this bike is just giving me problems. I mean, the axles are completely shot and bent. So chances are what's gonna happen here is we're just gonna try and find new axles, and if we can't find new axles, we'll find new pedals. But I pulled this stuff off and there's the axles, and they're completely bent. Now I don't have a vise to bend them back into shape, so we're kind of screwed right now. Yeah, so that's always a pleasant problem to have. I love that sound, the rough sound of worn bearings. It's whatever. So anyways, to top this all off, I guess I'm gonna put the kickstand on and call it a day, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, probably. Well, we could clean up the derailleur too. Maybe we'll just do those and then I'll call it a day. I just don't really want to be out here. I'm depressed with the rain. Maybe take this bad boy out for a ride. You know what I'm contemplating? So, I know I have this stuff on. This fun thing, but I just feel like it would be cool if I put like a better crank on here, because I have an older French crank going on over here. I just don't know. I do not know. I do not know whether or not this would be good. We'll have to see. I also wonder if this set of bars would be cool on here. Imagine that. It's wacky looking drop bars. Look at that. I mean, they're actually supposed to be like that, but they could be like that. Race car, race bars. Just a thought, just a teeny weeny little thought. Ooh. Hey, actually, that would be really cool there. Ooh. I might have to think about that. So to work on this thing, honestly, the only thing I'm really gonna have to do is just de-rust it. That's about it. Just take some WD and the drill brush and some paper towels and just honestly go to town. It's about all you can do on this old stuff. I mean, if you try to disassemble that spring, it's never gonna come back. Let's be honest with ourselves. So, I'm gonna try and do that real quick and make the most of my time.
Here's a bright ballad offered by the King of Swing, Benny Goodman, and the orchestra that's really putting stars in the winter skies. Terry Swope sings a bit of So in Love.
Sweet, so that's going pretty good there. Next up on the list of crummy things I have to clean, this is the dirtiest thing on the entire bike, other than like all of the parts relating to it. The chain. This chain is 100% filthy. And it's gonna be super fun to clean. So I'm gonna do that real quick on the floor. I'll get back to you.
Strange dear, but true dear, when I'm close to you, dear, the stars fill the sky.
Okay, so we have that all set up. Everything's pretty happy. I might want to put a new chain on there, but as of now, it's looking pretty good. The derailleur is looking great. A little dirty, just because there's a bunch of oil in the chain. We'll clean it up a little more later. Yeah, it's really happy. So now I think what the goal is to get the shifter rebuilt. So I'm gonna rebuild that shifter, and we'll go from there.
So in love with you am I. Even without you, my arms fold about you. You know, darling, why so in love with you am I. In love with the night, mysterious, the night when you first were there. In love with my joy delirious, when I knew that you could care. So taunt me and hurt me, deceive me, desert me. I'm yours till I die. So in love, so in love, so in love with you, my.
So this is looking really good so far. Centaur Skitter. It's looking really good. So that's all nice and happy now. I put this thing on. I got the original thing here. I left this nice and long just because. And look at how shiny that is now. Just no rust, just fresh polish. It's looking pretty good. So the shifter's moving as it should, and I call that a win. And then the kickstand's looking really clean too. Check this out, when I put it down, it can either be like that, or I can lock it in place, and it will not go anywhere. That's another neat knick-knack. I'm always finding little knick-knacks.
You know, know, no dancing party would be complete without a word from the King of Swing himself, so here he is to tell you about the next tune, Maestro Benny Goodman.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now we'd like to play the sextet plays with Wardell Gray at the saxophone, and Buddy Gregg at the piano, Doug Madamy at the trumpet, and Sonny Igo at the drums, and Clyde Lombardi at the bass, and yours truly would like to play a little bit of Blue Lou. Will you make your introduction, Buddy?
So we've got the taillights pulled off, and we're gonna pull it all off, but I wanted to show you, I'm gonna polish this and clean up the metal. It's pretty interesting, just a cheap little metal tab. And this should all just pop out, I think. Yeah, see? So this pops off, you've got this. Bet you haven't seen something this in depth. Let's clean this all up. Okay, so here comes this part, pulling this out. This is gonna be interesting. New old stock. Let's see what's going on here. So old and so delicate. I have no idea what's going on here. I have no idea how this comes apart. So the way this thing goes on is we've got, I gotta tilt this, tilt the whole bike down. So this shaft just goes in here. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no. There we go. And just there. There we go. All is attached. I love speedometers. Woo. So, anyways, we got that going. Woo. And now I think, what's next? That's the last thing, actually, on the bike that needs to go on. Wow. We've come far with this thing. I need shrink tape. That's pretty good.
Yes, indeed, the King of Swing sets that in a bit of Blue Lou. You know, an announcer shouldn't show partiality on any songs during the broadcast, but this one just about stops me. I think you'll agree when you hear Buddy Greco sing, "Don't Worry About Me."
Don't worry about me, I'll get along. Forget about me, be happy.
Just like that, bike's complete. I do need to put cable ends on the front brake cable. Otherwise, look at that. It's complete. That thing looks gorgeous. It really just looks so clean. I'm gonna put that original seat cover back on. That just looks so clean. Wow. I'm gonna take it for a test ride. Okay, so, spoiler alert for all of you. It rode fine. I cut to this because I actually forgot to film an outro, and so I thought I would just say right here because I'm too lazy. The bike rode great, although it does feel like you're kind of riding a shopping cart. It's pretty uncomfortable, and it feels like you're pushing a shopping cart too while you ride it. So that's kind of a general idea. I mean, in these little clips, it's just me riding around the cul-de-sac and all these crazy clips of the lights. And I'll cut to a little slideshow at the end, too, of just what the bike looks like in the daylight, you know, from all the angles and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you all for tolerating me for a little over an hour, and I hope all of you enjoyed and probably learned something. And to all you grumpy people, I know I skipped a lot of things, and that was mainly just because I forgot to film. So if you have any questions or you're angry at me for some stupid thing I messed up, please berate me in the comments section. I'm waiting for it. I'll try and respond. All right. Thank you all. And I really do appreciate you all too, because the subscriber count's going crazy. So that's really great. All right. Later.